Hello LEGO fans, here's Michael from Renderbricks. Welcome to my YouTube channel called Renderbricks. This will be my first official movie with some exciting LEGO stuff. Before I start with a bigger project, I was thinking about why not show my actual render results or my actual research results. Because I'm doing some interesting stuff at the moment. I'm rendering panorama pictures. And I'm using a scene for this, what I found on Flickr. On Flickr there are many LEGO people who are doing really nice and impressive stuff. And I contacted this user because he is building LEGO ships with the LEGO Digital Designer, and I asked him kindly if he wants to pass me one of his models to make a render test. So I received a model of one of his, let's say, simpler ships, but really nice done. And I imported the ship into my 3D software and did some renderings. The ship is not 100% complete, unfortunately, but well, there are a few parts missing which are not in my actual database I use. But this is not a big problem because the ship looks really nice. I added in Mechabricks some kind of abstract sea level to give the ship the right atmosphere and made some shots of the model. We have some detail renderings. Here some close-ups, wide shot, and this. Well, then I was thinking about why not doing some panorama tests, because the panorama view, this 600 degrees panorama view, will give me the possibility to have the feeling that I'm on the ship and I can walk onto the ship. This method is not new. In the 90s we had QuickTime VR, which were supporting this kind of technology. We know this from Google Street Maps or indoor maps. It's a very old technology, also used in a classic adventure game called Myst. Maybe some older people know what Myst is. Myst and Riven from the 90s. So, but the new generation of VR glasses or headsets like the Oculus Rift will now open more possibilities for a real so-called immersive feeling, like standing inside a 3D scene or a virtual scene. So I made some tests. In Modo, my 3D application, there's a feature of course called Panorama view, and you can set up the right panorama method and render the pictures. So I placed onto the ship on 4 different locations a camera and rendered all the pictures, and then I used a special software to create a small tour, and you will find the result below this movie. There are some links. The first one is so-called one eye panorama view, and you can also find this on my website, on my Facebook website, Renderbricks, facebook.com/renderbricks, and there is a latest posting of today. If you click on this picture, it will open the panorama tour. Here you see the first picture of my tour. I added some atmospheric sound to it that you feel more like being on a ship on the sea. Very nice. I recommend to put on the headphones for that. And what you can do here is, of course, look around and enjoy a LEGO model from a complete different eye level. Let's say you feel like a minifigure. And there are some so-called hotspots. When you click on that, you will switch to another position, and also from here you can look around. Let's go to the top of, to the front of the ship. Very nice. Yeah, I have to say the Flickr user did a really good job. It's a really nice build. Go back, and I also decided to go inside this cabin. Here we'll see, of course, this is a limitation I have. I wished I had high-res models of all the Lego bricks. Well, maybe someday. But it works very, very nice. Okay. So let's close that, because this is the classic view and it's nice, but let's say not so impressive. But if you use a VR headset, you will get a new experience. And you don't need to buy the expensive Oculus Rift. What you need to have is a smartphone, whatever you have. I have, in my case, the iPhone 6, and a so-called cardboard. To all who don't know what a cardboard is, a cardboard is nothing else than a cheap version of a modern headset, of course with some limitations, but it works pretty nice with your smartphone. What you have to do is you enter the link of my example you find below the movie or on my Facebook site Renderbricks. You enter the link in your browser, then the panorama, the stereo panorama will be loaded. You put your smartphone into the cardboard, like what you see here. Yeah, you put on the cardboard and enjoy. And the cardboard is not expensive, what you see here. In my case here, it's 14 euro, so it's worth to order that and have fun. Well, it looks like that. It's the same like what you saw before, but in this case we have a left and a right eye panorama, and this is very important. I mean, there are two methods. You can use one panorama, and then you have also a nice immersive feeling, but of course not a stereo effect, not a really 3D effect. And when you render a left and a right eye from that, I mean, here it makes no sense in this browser, but I want to show you how this works. It's the same method. When you use the cardboard version, you have a small pointer in the middle, and you just need to turn around your head or turn around your whole body to enjoy the scene interactively. It's really, I can promise you, you will have a complete new experience to enjoy Lego on this kind of level. You really, really feel like standing on this ship, and you really feel the size of this ship, and there is depth in the picture. It's really fantastic. I was also really surprised that this works, because there are some issues with Panorama stereoscopic views usually, but this looks to me is just more limited to Panorama views you shoot with a real camera. 3D software, of course, generates a perfect spherical picture of the scene, and I think there is the secret, because it will be done differently. There is no problem, in my opinion, with parallax things. It looks perfect. Turn on the the cardboard, turn on your Oculus Rift or whatever you have, and get amazed. You really feel like a minifigure in this case. Okay, you will find also this link below my movie, and you find, of course, this link on my Renderbricks Facebook site. Everyone who is on Facebook is welcome to check out my site and like it and spread the word. Spread the word that there's a YouTube channel called Renderbricks, and spread the word that there's a Facebook site called Renderbricks. I try my best to update this. The Facebook channel will take a while, because you can imagine it's not so easy to do a movie like that. It's now, I think, the 10th time I'm starting to record this movie, because the phone calls or I was not happy with that. So, and I'm of course not a native speaker, English speaker, so everything is spontaneous. I hope you enjoyed this small view on my latest research result. I hope you enjoyed this movie, and I really hope most of you guys are able to enjoy my cardboard version of my first test, and be sure there will be more stuff coming like this. Yeah, I hope also that I can inspire people. I'm now totally inspired to do more cardboard stuff with several Lego models I have in mind. Yeah, I will show you when I have the next results. You will find them on my Renderbricks Facebook site mainly, of course. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys enjoy Lego like I do. And see you soon. This is Michael from Renderbricks.